We are experiencing some technical difficulties, mostly because our dear spiritual director, Charlene, who's usually behind the screen, being the wizard, pushing all the buttons, is out in California, and it's a little difficult for her to use the internet. And we're not going to have our usual video. You're going to hear me reading it instead, doing it live, and we're not going to have our usual PowerPoint display. But that's not going to stop this parade. We're going to keep going and do what we do. So thank you so much for joining us today. Our theme for this year is Living Everyday Wonder. And our focus for this month is also the same thing, Living Everyday Wonder. And the title of our talk today is Embrace the Now. We're so glad that you joined us here today. We invite you to get comfortable, relax in this moment, and we are officially going to open up our sacred service. When we do this, we set our intentions of deepening into our awareness and our practices of the 5 pillars. And my script just jumped ahead. There we go, the 5 pillars of spiritual living. And we try to imagine lighting a candle. If you have one near you, you're welcome to do that. Our first pillar is sacred study, represented by the divine quality of truth. We use this pillar to recognize the importance of an open mind and the power of our minds. Our second pillar is affirmative prayer, represented by the divine quality power. This pillar honors the power of prayer in our daily lives. Our third pillar is meditation and the divine quality of peace. This pillar reminds us of the importance of meditation and the peace we feel when we quiet our minds. The fourth pillar is circulation and the divine quality of life. We know that the great law of circulation works in our lives. As we give, so shall we receive. And our fifth pillar is sacred study and the divine quality of love. This pillar reminds us of our call to be of service to our world as we see through the eyes of love. Let us close our eyes now as we bless this sacred space and the sacred time that we have together. As we weave each of these pillars of spiritual living into our service today, may they deepen our own spiritual practices of study, prayer, meditation, circulation, and service, expanding our minds and our hearts to the 5 divine qualities of truth, power, peace, life, and love. We also bless everyone who made our service possible today and everyone in attendance. May the energy of love that is generated here today bless everyone abundantly, and so it is. Please feel free to add to the chat or the comments any prayer requests or celebrations that you would like me to include later in the service when we provide our community spiritual mind treatment, which is a form of affirmative prayer. And now we're going to move into our time of meditation. The meditation that I chose for you today focuses on the energy that is inside of our body. As we begin, please take a moment to get comfortable and relax your body as we clear our mind and let your body and mind relax in this moment. And this is when FedEx chose to deliver something at my front door. So the dog barking will stop momentarily. Once again, try to just relax your body and clear your mind. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel yourself breathing in your lower abdomen. You might want to place your hands on your stomach so that you can feel your abdomen slightly expand and contract with each breath. Now bring your awareness to your inner energy field. in your body. Don't think about it, just feel it. Become aware of it. This energy is your qi. In traditional Chinese medicine, qi is an energy current that passes through the inside and outside of the body. When your qi is strong, it courses through you and fills you with life and health. When your qi is weak, it causes discomfort, illness, stagnation in the body, something that we call dis-ease. When qi is translated into English, it literally means air or energy. The idea of qi also exists in other cultures. It's known as prana in India and kai in Japan. And in Western society, it's often referred to as our life force. When you can feel your inner energy field, your qi, let go of any other thoughts if possible. Try to focus exclusively on this energy, this life force within you. Drop any awareness that you may have of your physical body. Let your awareness only focus on this energy, the light that shines within. Your body is not who you are. Matter is just an illusion. Your life force fills all the empty space between each atom, and amazingly, within each atom. You are pure, divine energy. When you are ready, slowly bring your awareness back to this present moment. Let your mind return to the sacred space of fellowship and love. When you are ready, open your eyes and join us, knowing that this place of peace and inner strength is always available for you. And now we're going to go to some live music from our wonderful Soul Pajamas.
Good morning. This meditative song is an old one that some of you may be old enough to remember was made famous by Nina Simone. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean. Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace till day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world, and a bold world for me. I'm feeling good. Stars, when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Thank you so much, Aaron and Dan. Guys, just a really quick snippet. You've heard this before. We don't coordinate, but boy, do the words of that song fit in perfectly with today's talk. So, our title of our talk today is Embrace the Now. What's the weather forecast where you are today? If you're in California, it's probably sunny. If you're up in Canada or if you're over in Boston, it's cold, very, very cold. And if you're here in Virginia, we're now bracing for some snow. How much? Not sure. It all depends on which weather station you listen to or which weather app you consult. It's been changing quite a bit every time I look. No matter what your current weather condition is at this moment, you know that it's going to change. If it's sunny, you know that at some point it will rain. And if it's raining, no one is worried that it will always be raining. The snow will come and it will go, and before you know it, the spring blossoms will appear. We love to talk about the weather, and sometimes we complain about the weather. Often we complain about the weather. It's a great conversation starter because there's always something to say. It's always changing. There's never a moment when we embrace it and think to ourselves, this is it. This is how it's always going to be. And I'm going to come back to that point in just a moment. The weather is always changing. After I taught my classes on Wednesday, I walked down the hall to the library. I was about to face 55 middle school students, 55 teenagers who were eagerly awaiting the start of our after-school rehearsal for our musical. I had to confess, even though I love every minute, it drains my battery. As I drove home, I thought about how I'd stayed up past my bedtime the previous night and how I was now suffering the consequences. But hey, I just had to finish season 4 of Yellowstone, and some of you know what I'm talking about. When I got home, I fed my dogs and I thought about my dinner. It was after 6 o'clock and I felt completely exhausted. So I was thinking, what can I make that's quick and easy? I took a long, hard look at my couch and I realized that if I sat down, I would be asleep in minutes. Every fiber of my being felt tired. I didn't know how I would make it through the rest of the evening until I could crawl into bed. And then I remembered, wait a minute, it's Wednesday. We have Diving Deeper tonight at 7 o'clock and Charlene won't be there. So I have to be there. And that's when the adrenaline kicked in. My feeling of being exhausted instantly disappeared. I ate a bowl of cereal, got my game face on, and I went up to my office and clicked the Zoom link. The stories in our mind are just like the weather. They come and they go. Some days it's sunny, some days it's rainy, and sometimes it's snowing. The weather is not permanent. It's always shifting and changing. And that's what makes predicting it so challenging. Just as I know the high temperatures, the rain, and the snow are temporary, my thoughts and my feelings are also temporary. I was exhausted, remembered I had something more to do, something really fun, exciting, and poof, that exhaustion disappeared. Our feelings and thoughts are just visitors. I can't control the weather, but I can control my thoughts. I have choices when it snows. I can stay inside and enjoy a cup of hot chocolate, like I'm planning to do, or I can shovel, which I will eventually do. I can even go outside and make some snow angels if I choose to do so. On cloudy days, I can wallow in feelings of despair and exhaustion, or I can remember that these feelings too are also just visitors like the weather. Negative thoughts are just like fish and house guests. They start to stink after 3 days, so they shouldn't stay very long. We can't control the weather. Our only choice is to experience it as it is. Try to find the joy in the moment, accept it, and act. Eckhart Tolle tells us in The Power of Now, whatever the present moment contains, accept it as if you chose it. Always work with it, not against it. Make it your friend, an ally, not your ally. Make it your ally, not your enemy. This will miraculously transform your whole life. We have been conditioned to identify ourselves as our thoughts and their accompanying feelings and sensations. I'm tired, I'm bored, I'm lonely, I'm sad, I'm depressed. And when you allow every moment, every feeling to be a visitor instead of a permanent residence, then you allow it to be what it is. And there's no accumulation of resentment that needs to be forgotten at some time later. Feeling angry? Perhaps you have a right to feel this way, but let your anger just be a visitor. Feeling resentment? Acknowledge it, explore it, but don't invite it to stay. Embrace the now. Accept whatever comes to you, woven into the pattern of your destiny. For what could more aptly fit your needs? This was written 2,000 years ago by a Roman emperor. We live in a universe that responds to what we believe. The universe conspires for our highest good. Life happens for us. Life is not a series of random events. It is a highly intelligent, unfolding gift, delivering to us whatever is most supportive in the evolution of our consciousness. Yes, there are challenges in life. Without rain, nothing grows. But it is our mistaken identity and our resistance that turns temporary challenges into permanent problems, which leads to struggle and suffering. When this happens, we have to try to control it, to fix it, to change it. Einstein said, you cannot solve a problem from the same consciousness that created it. You have to learn to see the world anew. In my own life, I had the experience of great suffering until I was willing to relinquish resistance, accept and embrace the now. And I know I'm not alone. It's a very human trait. Many people have these moments. However, when we stop and look at a grain of sand, we understand that once it gets into an oyster, it's what turns into a pearl. One of life's greatest miracles happens. The suffering leads to beauty. The simple definition of enlightenment, according to Buddha, is the end of suffering. Eckhart Tolle tells us in The Power of Now, the best indicator of your level of consciousness is how you deal with life's challenges when they come. Through those challenges, an already unconscious person tends to become more deeply unconscious. And a conscious person becomes more intensely conscious. You can use a challenge to awaken you, or you can allow it to pull you into an even deeper sleep. But wake up. Who we are truly is our consciousness. We are that which is aware and that which is the observer. So rather than using our minds to control life, we can use our thoughts and embrace the now and create the life we desire. Emily Dickinson, one of my favorite poets, wrote, "Forever is composed of now." And going back to good old Eckhart Tolle, I pulled a lot out of this book for this service today. He reminds us on page 105 that God said, "I am that I am." This is a statement that shows us to embrace the now. God did not say, "I have always been." I have always been is a statement that lives in the past. I have always been. That's in the past. God did not say, "I will always be there." I will always be there is a statement that lives in the future. God said, "I am that I am." The English teacher in me reminds you that's present tense. I am. It embraces the now. The power for creating a better future is contained in the present moment. You create a good future by creating a good present. Be mindful of the present, the now. You want to make changes in your life? You do it every single minute, every time you make choices, every time you make decisions. You want to lose weight? You can't put that off and make that decision later. If you want to lose weight, you have to do it little by little by little, every single choice that you make each day. You want to get stronger? You do that little by little. You don't suddenly wake up stronger. You don't pick up weights that morning and decide, oh, today's the day. Yes, it's going to instantly be done. You do it little by little by little. So does it look like your future you is what you want to experience? Are you moving forward like a cloud? Are you stuck in one place? Are you thinking, I'm exhausted? I'm always going to be exhausted. I'm sick, so I will always be sick. It's raining, so it will always be raining. No, just like the weather, life is constantly changing. Where you are a year from now is a reflection of the choices that you make right now. Each moment you make choices. And here is the very best part. You're not doing this alone. The universe conspires for our highest good. Life happens for us, with us, as us, through us. Life is a series, not a series of random events. It is a highly intelligent, unfolding gift, giving us whatever is the most supportive in the evolution of our consciousness. In Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes states, here and now we are surrounded by and immersed in an infinite good. How much of this infinite good is ours? All of it. And that's in capital letters, all of it. So what stories are you holding on to that might be limiting your experience of good? Are you putting a permanent rain cloud over your head? It all begins in your mind. What you give power to has power over you. Are you living in everyday wonder? What's today's forecast where you are right now? Inside, not the outside weather forecast. What's your internal weather forecast? It's whatever you choose to create. And here's our affirmation that you might want to consider for this week. I am present with what is. I am open to all possibilities. I embrace the now. But check the chat just to see if there's any prayer concerns. Yes, 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 will do. All right, folks, let's go into our prayer. There is one divine source, one universal life. It is the divine energy that allows the clouds to form, the sun to shine, the rain to fall. It creates naturally and effortlessly, bringing divine goodness into each and every moment. It guides with grace and with love, ensuring that all is working toward the best and the highest good. And since this universal life, this life force is all life, it is in me. I feel it, it's inside, it is my chi. I affirm my oneness with the divine. Its love and its grace covers me and flows from me. Because God is love, I am love. Because the divine is peace, I am filled with peace. Because the infinite is abundant, I have abundance. I know this for myself. I know this for everyone who hears my voice. I know this for Kristen. I know this for little Charlie. It is the truth for me. It is the truth for everyone. And so I speak with a sense of ease and peace. I know that there's God in every moment, in every situation. I can free my mind because I know that I am blessed, I am safe, I am loved, and I am divinely guided. I know that I am moving through life with God, as God, through God. I do not resist or insist. I embrace the now. I rest assured that everyone in my life is in the place they're meant to be. The peace that is within me as my birthright is now activated. From a place of perfect and complete love, I allow this divine peace to erase and heal any wounds from the past. It is the past, it is gone. I delete that which does not serve me now. I remove any false beliefs that limit me in any way. I embrace complete freedom from fear, doubt, and worry. The things that concern me, that occupy me, that cause fear or worry or anxious feelings are in the future. I remain in the now. And I speak my word for Kristen and for Charlie, affirming that their bodies are doing what they need to do to restore perfect, divine health. This is the divine truth for them, and it is the divine truth for all of God's children. The people who are mentioned in this prayer, the people who we carry in our hearts, all the people on this planet. I speak my word for anyone who is experiencing a temporary weather condition, whether it's flooding, snow, ice, worry, fear, pain, doubt, grief, despair. I know that just as the night disappears at daybreak, and as the sun creates a rainbow after the rain, this too shall pass. These are fleeting moments. What we focus on expands. So I see only health and peace and joy, compassion, abundance, love, and wholeness. I'm so grateful for the wisdom, for the knowledge, for the love, for the blessings that I receive. I'm so grateful that at any moment I can lovingly embrace the now. I know that I am not alone. This is the divine truth for me. It is a divine truth for everyone. So I release my word into the law, knowing that as I speak, it is already done. I let go, I let God. And so it is. And now we return to Dan and Aaron's Soul Pajamas with some more music.
You'll love this one. We really love this song. It's by Jan Garrett and J.D. Martin. Take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle. You are right smack dab in the midst of the action. You're the main attraction. You're in the right place at the right time. You're a legend in your own mind, so take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a miracle. When the world outside gets a little bit dry and the same old is passing you by, there's a wide world inside that smells of freshly falling rain. There are angels waiting like long-lost friends till you find your sense of humor again. So take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle. You are right smack dab in the midst of the action. You're the main attraction. You're in the right place at the right time. You're a legend in your own mind, so take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a miracle. Well, you wake up funky like a foggy day, and your world inside feels cloudy and gray. Take yourself for a walk on the wild side. Outside in the sunshine, there are mamas and babies and flowers in bloom, and high-flown strutters with a boombox tune. Take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle. You are right smack dab in the midst of the action. You're the main attraction. You're in the right place at the right time. You're a legend in your own mind, so take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a miracle. There's a promise in the air that you breathe, even if you don't believe it. You can feel it in the smiles of a summer night. You can hear it on the edge of your dreams, softly singing in the starlight. Wake up, baby, everything is all right. So take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle. You are right smack dab in the midst of the action. You're a chain reaction. You're at the right place at the right time. You're a legend in your own mind, so take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle. 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 Yes, ma'am.
Woo! Holy cow, that was phenomenal. All right, I loved all the weather references in your songs today, Soul Pajamas. And when I'm watching those little snowflakes fall later on, I'm going to think how each and every one of them is unique, and I will realize I am in the middle of a miracle. Now is the time for us to bless the donations that are shared today at CSL Leesburg. Look at what Charlene was able to do. Oh my goodness. Well, we believe in the law of circulation, so we are a tithing community. The donations that are shared with our center bless everyone, those who give and those who receive. Your donation helps our center, our CSL home organization. It spreads out like the ripples on a pond. Please look at our screen and appreciate what Charlene was able to do from California. There are so many ways to give. It's easy to find something that works for you. You can also go to our website at any time and click on the donate button. We thank you so much for your support. No matter how you are giving, take that gift physically or mentally. Charlene, how did you do this? And look at the screen and join me in our celebration of oneness. The presence within me blesses everyone I meet, tends to heal everything I touch, brings gladness into the life of everyone I contact. Therefore, I am a blessing to myself, to humankind, and to the day in which I live. Just take those words and just place them and keep them on your heart. All right, folks, I'm going to tell you our announcements. We have a few things that are going on. If you like what you experienced here today, then consider joining us during the week. On Tuesday morning, Charlene and friends meet for dream study, and you're going to have to put something quickly in the chat if that's not going to happen this week. As far as I know, it's Tuesday, it's at 9 o'clock. So join some of our CSL members as they explore their dreams. Our dreams are so interesting. When we are still, our minds are constantly going and digging up stuff. And sometimes it helps if you have some friends join you to help you interpret your dreams. We get all kinds of messages when we are unconscious in our dreams. We decided that since Charlene is out in California, that we are going to postpone or delay, cancel our dream study, not a dream study, our going deeper, which we do on Wednesday nights. You heard me mention that in our service. So, hey, I don't have to rush home Wednesday and get ready for it. But we will continue to do that next week. We dive a little deeper. So be prepared, maybe some notes that you jotted down for today's service. We'll talk about them not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, in addition to what we're going to explore next Sunday. When I go there, you heard me mention it, man, it recharges my batteries. It's like a midweek checkup. And I love getting together and talking. And I always walk away learning something, getting something out of that experience. Well, folks, this is what happens when you put me in charge. We end up a little bit early. I don't think anybody's going to complain about that. If you can stay, please join us. We're going to have some pearls. We always get some interesting discussion. This is when we take moments from the message or from the service today, from the music, and we share with them what kind of resonates with us, what's going to stay with us. And we just kind of share some fellowship in this time of Zoom and everything being not in person. It's a time where we just kind of hang out with each other. We have our own cups of coffee and we just share and catch up with each other and talk about the service, and sometimes a few other topics creep in too. So if you can, stay for pearls. If you can't, if you're getting ready to enjoy your Sunday and you have to leave us, then we just send you off with our blessings. But you gotta wait a second. We gotta send you off with love. As we end this sacred time together, let us once again place our hands over our hearts and say with me, I am
love.
Thank you. Oh, I feel that. I feel that. Now point to someone who's near you or just point to the screen like I'm going to do and say, you are love.
You are love.
You.
You.
And now put your hands up in the air. It's love sprinkles that's fallen down on us. It's not raindrops. It's not snowflakes. Love sprinkles. It's all love.
It's all love, y'all.
All
All right, like I said, stay if you can. Join us for pearls. If you can't, we just wish you a blessed day. Take care, embrace the now, and know that you